video, I want to show you a way to use the Cloud browser extension. Something I don't see talked about a lot is how we're actually using them. So I'm hoping this week I bring to you videos that just show you how to use the Claude browser extension in ways that you might not have thought to help you in your solo CEO role. All right, so this is my school community. Okay, this is another cool extension. Well, we'll talk about that in another video. But I'm going to go ahead and bring up the Claude browser extensions. So you'll actually get this actually from Claude, and you can once you install the extension, you can open it up. So I'm just going to click on it, and it opens it up. So now it's asking a couple different questions. So number one, what model do I want to use? So for token's sake, I'm going to leave it at the model that is there. There are other models. I would not use Opus 4.8 for what I'm about to do because that's going to take up a whole lot of tokens. I could change it to Haiku 4.5. That takes less tokens, but I just generally leave it at Sonic 4.6. This is just to clear the chat if you had other chats that are going. And then these three dots, you can convert it to a task, you can adjust settings, and you can adjust the language there. So in the chat box down below is where we're going to type our instructions. And then also you can have the similar options in as in the other windows, which is ask before acting, or act without asking. Okay. And then, of course, you can teach Claude. So I can move things around and teach Claude. And then I can also add things to the chat. And this is just how I submit whatever it is that I want to chat. So that's how you use the browser extension. What I'm going to do is I'm in my school community here, AI by Design Academy. And here's a way that I don't know that people have thought of how to use this browser extension. So I don't really feel like it's Monday morning. And honestly, I don't have it in me today. My father passed away, but so I don't have it in me today to give the rah post or even to be on here posting, but I want to keep engaged in my community, right? Okay. So here's a way that you can use this browser extension. I am going to find a post. All right. I had one here that this one here was posted yesterday and it does not have any replies. So I'm going to bring this up. This was something my AI assistant posted, and she was celebrating Devin Stubblefield's big news this week, right? So he's got this big news. Oh, celebrating Lynn and Tilda. And all right, so drop your wins down below. So now I'm going to ask Claude to create, and I'm not even going to give it something that's so deep, like a prompt that's so deep. This is just going to be just, can you do this for me kind of call thing. So I'm going to leave it at ask before acting because I want to see what it does. Otherwise, it can just post it for you. So I'm going to say, create for me a post reply to this, or a reply to this post. Oh, that is meaningful and conversational. Um, and I'm just gonna press go, right? Now, I'm sure you guys, if I put more thought into that, it probably could come up with one thing, with something better. But anyway, so now it's telling you what the plan is. So I'm going to read the current post on the school page to understand the content. I'm going to draft a meaningful conversation reply based on the post content and then present the reply to the user for review. So I'm going to go ahead. That sounds good to me. I could make changes to it or I can improve it. So we'll improve it there. And then here it is. In a few seconds, this post is there. And this post is everything. I got emojis reading through this. These wins genuinely give me the chills, not just because of the big moments, but because of what's behind them. And then I got a whole post here. So now I could have had Claude to actually just post this for me. Feel free to swap in. Would you like me to adjust the tone, the length, or the focus of this reply? Okay. I don't need, I'll probably just highlight uh because I see some changes, right? So I see some changes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, just copy paste. And now I have a post, right? And I'm gonna take out that because it's from me. Now I could go and I could tell, let's try this. This post is from Dr. Tisha. So let's adjust the approach. The community school owner. So let's adjust the approach. So reread, craft, okay, present, and approve. I'm gonna approve that. Got it. Okay. Okay, so it didn't understand what I was saying. Okay, so I said this post is from Dr. Tisha. So let's adjust the approach. So since Dr. Tisha is the community, oh no, 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 no. I'm not communicating well with Claude today. Okay, so now the the post was generated by Tisha's assistant. I want you to help me, Dr. Tisha, create a reply to this post. Okay. Because it didn't get it. And there we go. And it's just me, right? If AI doesn't get it, it's not the AI, it's you. It's me. It's the way I crafted that. Um, it's the way I crafted that. So got it. So the AI assistant posted the roundup on Tisha's behalf. Now Tisha wants to drop her own personal reply, right? So this is better. Uh, now I'm going to take this out. There always needs to be a human in the loop, okay? Don't let that, once when you're first doing it, and I think on the cloud browser extension, the cloud browser extension does not remember things. So it may see some things in your settings, as you saw, there was a settings option, but it doesn't look at all your interactions. It's as though you're new. So that's the only thing with the Claude extension that you have to tell it more than you would if I were into Claude. One of the things, though, that I like about the browser is that it can take a look at the page that you're working on and it can make comments and do things like you're seeing here based on what it's seeing. So, y'all, I had to come in here personally because this week genuinely moved me. Um, because this post moved me. Devin, when I saw that email you shared, I felt in my spirit. Because he did post. That's what happens when you stay consistent and trust God. Da, 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 da. October cannot come fast enough. We're going to celebrate you big. Okay. And Lynn, I don't even have the words. Using AI to honor Brooke and document your own story. That's purpose. Thank you. Okay. To every single person who showed up in the comments, the threads, the reactions, I see you. I really do. This community runs on your energy, and I don't take that lightly. This is why I do this work, not for the numbers, for moments like this. Now drop your win below. I'm reading every single one. Okay. So now I've made my adjustment. How long would it have taken me to come up with all of this? Like it would have taken me a little bit, especially the way I'm feeling today. So now I can press comment, and now I have a comment to this post that others can read. Today, I also made some other posts. Um, I didn't have to prompt Claude as much as I did today. But you know, I'm going to show you in another video some other ways I use Claude, the browser extension, inside of my school. But this is about commenting. So let's see here. This one, no one's commented on. This is the morning motivation. So let's see how the extension, oh, I didn't mean to do that. The extension will help me to create a post. Create a reply to this post for me, Isha, that is meaningful and encouraging. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Okay. For the school community. Create a reply and post for me. I'm not saying that right, but y'all get it right. And I'm going to change this to act without asking. Okay. So now when I do that, you see this yellow box come up, high risk. Claude can take all this action now. So it's making sure you understand that it's going to act without, asking you to do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and press OK. So now it's reading that page. And you can always go back and delete it. But for things like if it's sending an email out to your whole email list, you might want to not do act without asking because you want to read that. You can't take that back once it's gone. But on in your school account, you can delete that. So this one, it's typing. This hits differently on a Monday. Um, and it's looking at taking screenshots, posting comment to the online platform. And now you see the browser is the cursor is lit. So the whole point is that, you know, for it to be able to do this work for you. And while it's doing this for you, you could be doing something else. Like you wouldn't necessarily be sitting here watching Claude do something you told it to do. You could just go and look at the results later, right? So we see that it's in the box there. And this is why I don't do that because it's saying, thank you for setting the tone for this week. And it's saying Dr. Tisha, right? But Dr. Tisha did not do this post. So I am going to have to go and correct that. But I wanted to show you how this works. So your reply has been posted successfully, Dr. Tisha. So it knew who I was. I don't know why it didn't do that right. To the morning motivation, and then it told me what it was. Okay. So that's it. Now I'm going to go ahead and edit this. This hits different on a Monday morning. Leadership, blah, 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 blah. I like to have breaks in paragraphs. It's easy to wait until we feel like a leader, but real leadership has da, da, da. Thank you for setting the tone for this week. June. This community is proof that when you lead with intention, let's go build something great together in this academy. And now I'm going to save that. So now that's my post, right? And this is why there always needs to be what we call a human in the loop. Um, most of the time if you haven't trained it well. Only time you don't need to have human in the loop is if you haven't not trained it, which the browser extension is not really trained, right? So that's why I have to make sure that I have that human in the loop there. So anyway, that's how I use it. That's the way I wanted to show you how to, do some replies in your school. I could actually even actually make it make a post for me. Okay. So I'm going to show you actually that in a different video. But until we meet again, hey, listen, remember, I want you to be seen, be heard, and get paid with AI. We'll talk soon.
Simplify with AI. Cut it down, watch it multiply.